Money can buy you virality, but it cannot buy you brand. And for a long time, Tate McRae had neither.
Tate McRae.
Tate McRae.
Tate McRae.
Tate McRae.
Tate McRae. Hello.
Hello.
So close to what is the album? Ow!
Who the hell is this? Do you know who Tate McRae is?
If there was one person doomed to be background famous, it must be Tate McRae. Despite having a major label deal, a TikTok hit, the hot girl assets, and phenomenal dance power, no one cared.
It is just kind of like anything generic pop.
Who the hell is this?
I just know Tate McRae and her team have got to be pissed off.
For years, she lived in pop limbo. Not indie enough for the cool kids, not mainstream enough for the masses. Her songs charted, but her name didn't trend. She had all the makings of a star, but no gravitational pull.
She was that girl who would have all those hits, but you wouldn't know who the girl was.
Just another high schooler copying other pop stars with a record deal, a TikTok hit, and a brand that wasn't branding.
Britney Spears is the blueprint.
Then suddenly, she's everywhere. Topping charts, headlining festivals, becoming the face of Road Skims Adidas, and most importantly, making people care.
Oh my god! The vocals, the delivery, yes!
Tate McRae, so close to what is the album? Ow! I know, the best.
So, what changed? It's all marketing, babe.
The reason he didn't like your story is because he loved it, and there's not a button for that.
As your marketing bestie, who graduated top 1% UCLA Business Economics with a background in marketing, we're going to explore how a shift in branding finally unlocked Tate McRae's success after 8 years, and how you can take things from her story and apply them to your dreams.
How does it feel being the greatest songwriter of all time?
Shut up.
Because branding is not about putting your name and body on a hoodie. A brand is about how your dream college, dream job, dream boyfriend sees you. And yes, you have one. I'm creating this series to analyze pop culture brands from a marketing perspective because I want all of us to unlock the potential to either be or create brands that can change our future. And this is the truth about full-time influencing. Is it really worth it? Since I know a lot of you want to or already create content, I'm going to level with you. Views do not mean revenue. There were many instances in my career where I was generating multi-millions of views, but stressed about paying my bills. Why? Because it's about monetizing smarter, not just working harder. Whether you have 100 followers or 1 million, Collective Voice is a platform I don't want you to sleep on. When I introduced them to my TikTok community, 1.7 million people were so excited to generate more income by doing what they already love. Collective Voice is the go-to platform to grow and monetize the content you are already making. Because if you show any product in your digital profile, including the shirt you're wearing, you should be generating passive income from that. Collective Voice helps you do this by easily allowing you to make any of your content shoppable for your audience on any social media platform. It also has a link in bio solution called Tap to Shop that literally works anywhere. YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, you can use it across any and all of your platforms. Work smarter, not just harder. Like how I'm in Asia right now, but can generate revenue just as efficiently. So start earning today with Collective Voice for free with a link in the description below. I'm starting an email list, and if you want early access to this exclusive community of trends, insights, deeper dives, make sure to sign up through the link in the description. It's completely free. But what was not free were the 2 marketing mistakes that almost killed the multi-million-dollar potential of Tate McRae's brand.
Shut the fuck up.
Tate 1.0.
Who wants to hear a song I wrote? Great, okay, let's go.
Young Tate McRae was born to be an influencer. As young as 7 years old, she began uploading music to her YouTube channel, shared her competitive dancing, performed at Justin Bieber's concert in 2016.
Justin Bieber picked you to come on stage during his Purpose World Tour.
He'd pick like 4 kids. It wasn't that big of a deal.
Went on the Ellen DeGeneres show. I swear, she began influencing before influencing was even a thing. Whether it's Lucky Girl Syndrome or persistence or both. Her song One Day went viral, leading to a deal with RCA Records in 2017. But what broke her to the world was a little algorithm magic called TikTok. You Broke Me First hit 1.6 billion streams on Spotify, stayed on Billboard 100 for 38 weeks, got her on Fallon, made her Forbes 30.
You're not even 20, right?
No, I'm 19.
Ja, 18, Gott. 18 ist die erste.
Life is great.
Congratulations. Thank you. How's it feel? Crazy.
You would think Tate McRae is set for life to be the next pop princess, right?
I performed at Lollapalooza, and there were like 30,000 people, and I'm like...
Wrong.
There's like just something that cannot get them to stand her.
Literally pop gold, just horrible management.
I'm miserable.
It's really funny because up until a month ago when I saw Tate McRae live, I didn't know who she was and thought I'd never listened to one of her songs until I pulled up my phone and realized, of course You Broke Me First is in my Spotify. But much like the Charlie XCX curse, a faceless hit song after hit song,
People mistook me for Lord.
Tate McRae seems to fall to the dark side of TikTok fame, where after this massive spotlight and attention, it's like a fever dream that never happened. Because a viral moment invites people to come, but a brand is what make them stay.
She just keeps on losing me.
Her music is not very good.
I'm not the biggest Tate McRae fan.
Unlike Olivia Rodrigo, who went on becoming the next pop princess, both talented and pretty and sweet, both blew up from TikTok. Why was Tate's brand not branding?
Tate McRae is bland and overrated. I got a lot of opinions.
2 branding crises. First, generic visual identity.
Dark, pitch black hair. It was so ugly on me. And I had a short little haircut. It was like a medium length. It was so ugly. And everyone told me I looked amazing, except for my best friend. She was like, never again. She was like, I hate it.
Tate McRae's early visual identity was bland. No signature aesthetic, no standout imagery, and nothing that made her instantly recognizable. Having a good visual brand in pop is like running a good PPC and SEO campaign in the sea of brands and advertisements. How else can you stand out in a world of icons? Ariana's high ponytail, Billy's neon green roots, Sabrina Carpenter's ultra feminine blonde, Charlie XCX's acid green. Tate, cute and hot girl, check. But that is literally everyone trying to break into music. Without strong visual branding, she wasn't just an artist with a visibility problem, she had a memorability problem, which leads to, second, manufactured playlist filler.
Because she sounds like a damn kazoo in a wind tunnel.
Tate McRae's brand hit 2 red zones. A, she wasn't speaking to a specific audience. She wasn't the alternative cool girl like Billie Eilish, nor the relatable heartbreaker like Olivia Rodrigo. And without clear positioning, even the best PPC advertising management wouldn't have been enough to make people care. The TikTok viral song was there, but the story was not. B, she was marketed in a way that felt too polished, too adult, and too disconnected from the raw Gen Z experience. While her peers like Olivia Rodrigo were fully embracing teenage angst and relatability, Tate McRae was being presented as a hyper-stylized, mature pop act. She was placed in sexy, edgy outfits that felt like a Britney Spears knockoff. The issue? You can't out-Britney Britney. Quote, she is gross and trashy. I think STDs when I see her. No class. That is so mean. But the moment you begin to be perceived to be copying someone, you'll only be second best. On top of which, this hypersexualized and polished image for an 18, 19-year-old makes no sense when she's also singing sad girl anthems, and that is a song that she is known for, which makes both this Britney wannabe diva image and the music feel inauthentic.
Greedy was a bit premature, or they just weren't ready to follow up Greedy with an album full of things just like it. It was a bit of an experiment because it does sound different to everything else that's on the record.
Thus, once the algorithm wave wears off, so did her brand because it created no strong connection with the audiences in the first place. Now someone may argue, wait, aren't her recent sports car and revolving door image also hyper polished and giving hot girl? Why is that working? Yes, my dear, be patient. Tate's transformation wasn't accidental. It was a calculated, data-driven, and high CPM marketing blueprint. She went from just another industry girl, almost a TikToker, to a profitable premium brand that commands attention and revenue across multiple verticals. So watch carefully for all 3 marketing strategies to fully understand how Tate McRae went from an unmemorable girl copying pop stars to a pop star girls want to copy.
Hello, I'm Shelley Duvall. Hello, I'm Shelley Duvall. Hello, I'm Shelley Duvall. Hello, I'm Shelley Duvall.
Tate 2.0. What's the #1 secret of becoming #1? That no one can ever beat you in being yourself. And that's the secret sauce every single it girl, Sabrina Carpenter, Chaperone, Charlie XCX had to find out the hard way. Despite their years of industry guided quote-unquote shoulds and shouldn'ts, which leads to success marketing factor #1. Bold realness. Ditching the overly mature aesthetic, Tate's new visual brand leans into a cool girl, slightly effortless, sporty chic aesthetic. Think streetwear influences, slick back hair, and high energy dance performances that actually feel authentic to who she is.
Bang, 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 yeah.
And this no longer feels like forced maturity or out of sync. She's feminine and magnetic, not just externally.
I call her Tatiana.
It's an aura that has to come within, that has to take time to develop. Tapping into the most Tate she can be, of course she has to lean into dance as her strength.
It's what I'm known for.
Rather than a distraction, instead of making her seem like a pop star in training, Revolving Door positioned her as a fully realized high-performance artist. A singer-dancer hybrid whose choreography became the moment. And this is her unique selling point, that even if someone wants a copy, cannot. Door music video was executed extremely well. Simple, clean, powerful. Just dancing, no crazy set effects. Why? Because Tate is the moment, and the imagery is genius in 2 ways. A, it symbolizes career evolution. Tate McRae is no longer standing still. She's stepping into her main pop girl era, and the revolving door represents that non-stop forward movement. The revolving door positions Tate as someone who is always stepping into the next big thing. So move fast, like you're in the sports car. B, luxury and high society vibes. Where do you see revolving doors? Luxury hotels, fashion houses, high-end retail stores. It reinforces that she is not just in the industry, she's moving through elite spaces and creating a more elevated association that ties with the beautiful and elegant white visuals. If I were on her team, I would highly push her to continue this clean, powerful, but still the nasty gal type of visual. I would call this the elevated nasty girl aesthetic. Classy, but playful. It makes her instantly recognizable, and more importantly, marketable. Speaking of which, someone on her team is crushing. Second, brand partnerships. Not every person of influence needs to launch a brand. Seriously, because the game of using brand endorsements to elevate a personal brand is sometimes more on brand and can use the borrowed credibility from an existing brand to help establish a newer brand. Just think how the 171 years of legacy of Louis Vuitton helped Emma Chamberlain, and every single partnership I would dive into further brought out Tate McRae's new visual brand and reinforces a new lens to see her as a Gen Z fashion and beauty icon. First, road collab and association with Hailey Bieber, which is shot so beautifully.
How does Road get it right every single time?
Clean girl, classy, playful, it signaled that Tate was part of the exclusive It Girl Club and placed her in the same cultural spaces as Hailey Bieber and Gen Z luxury minimalism. Because what is Hailey Bieber if not a walking Pinterest mood board and Gen Z beauty standard? By association, Tate McRae is now seen in the light of being the Gen Z beauty standard.
Say, I heart Hailey. I heart Hailey.
Which of course would not be the same without. Second, Skims' ultimate main pop girl stamp of approval, which is so on brand for the sexy brand that Tate McRae has been growing into. Quote, gonna buy the entire Skims holiday collection because of you. And Skims is known for curating a who's next energy in pop culture. Sabrina Carpenter, I Spy's Charlie XCS, Rosé, you name it. It tapped into the sexy but not over the top image that Tate was crafting, balancing her sporty, high energy appeal with a more confident, grown-up rebrand.
Everybody's wearing Skims,
which makes her more desirable for future partnerships. Because once you work with Skims, other brands want in. Therefore, third, Adidas.
I'm like some kind of supernova.
Which, again, is such a good alignment. With her sporty, high energetic aesthetic, she makes the brand feel sexy, young, feminine, while the brand gives her an effortless chic, relatable, yet aspirational feel. And of course, the luxury houses. Mugler, Miu Miu, and high-end beauty collabs position her as an aspirational Gen Z brand. This wasn't just about aesthetics, it was strategy. Luxury brand alignments boost CPM rates and makes an artist more valuable to retail digital advertising. So now with an actually impactful brand, she can build the third marketing principle, sustainable virality. Tate McRae's early TikTok success with You Broke Me First was huge, but fleeting. It was algorithm driven, not brand driven. The song blew up, but Tate herself didn't. Her new songs are still trendy on TikTok. The lyrics are still very clippable, TikTokable. But now the virality is by design, not by accident. Instead of the songs going by people's heads, now having a strong visual brand people can remember, every time her song comes on from a trend, it's free organic advertising for Tate McRae instead of Tate's music advertising a trend. Therefore, just like how espresso was everywhere, not just through trends but by tying the common everyday object, espresso. Every time you see one, you think of Sabrina Carpenter. Now every time you see a sports car, you think of Tate McRae. Every time you enter a revolving door, you think Tate McRae. The level of priming and association is crazy powerful. And that's how Tate went from background noise to an omnipresent icon of Gen Z pop culture. Tate's rebrand isn't just about getting a hit song. It isn't about being lucky or hot. It was about turning herself into a profitable, aspirational brand. Since over 13 years ago, sharing her love for music on YouTube. From forgettable to a paid social advertising agency's dream, I, for one, changed my opinion on how she's a TikToker to a real performer. But can she continue creating long, impactful art and earn the brand of an artist? Time will tell. And if you're Tate McRae watching this, only if you're Tate McRae, I'm a huge fan of your rebranded direction. If you want to do a dive or chat about branding together in person, contact me. This couch is yours. Until then, this is your marketing bestie, Zoe Unlimited. Comment which brand you'd like me to analyze next through a marketing perspective. Episodes are available on all podcast networks, Apple, Spotify, YouTube. Sharing something valuable is the best gift you can give to someone. So share this episode with someone you love and care about to level up together. And I will see you next week. Bye.